Hey, Robin, yum. You stupid. Chanel West Coast. Waves. Co-hostess Twinkie. I don't know what her title is, but she was on the show Ridiculousness with Rob Dyrdek. I've seen the show like twice, so I don't really know her role on there. I do know, though, that Chanel is a rapper, a femc, and dropped a tape a couple years ago. Don't remember the name of it. I know I checked it out, and I was like, it's okay. You know, it's cool, but Chanel is back. I'm just now getting a chance to get to it, so let's do a quick review of it. Chanel worked with one producer on this whole thing, a producer named Rich Skills. There's a few co-productions where Rich worked with a guy named E. And the production on this album is pretty cool. Some of it is not what I expected, definitely. I like some of the sampling on it, including the track Caliente, where there seems to be some old salsa, mariachi, Spanish something or other sampled, turned into a pretty cool beat, and the We Gone beat, where you sampled Gone by NSYNC. Boy, that came out fantastic. There's some other cool beats on there. I don't know, for some reason when I went into this project, I was like, I don't know why I think like Chanel West Coast is going to be spitting over some DJ Mustard kind of beats. No comparison to Iggy Azalea at all, because they're really different actually, believe it or not. But then it got to the song Make 'Em Mad, and the DJ Mustard influence came in for the verses, and then the chorus does a weird beat switch up that's really unjustified. If you're going to do a beat switch up, you know, at least spit over it and don't just have it seem pointless and just purely instrumental. But it really felt out of place. Some of the other beats I really like on this thing are the I Like New track featuring YG. It's a little bit funky. It's robotic, but at the same time it's got this kind of swooshy, you know, filtered and phase fluidity that I like. It's just really it's mechanical, but yet it has a funk to it that's kind of hard to describe, but that's cool. And then Tinted Windows was a pretty cool beat. I knew that was going to be a dope beat. Like 4 seconds in, it already starts out really cool. But I think that's probably the biggest banger on here. Waves is a cool beat, and By Tonight, when that track started, I was like, what is this Justin Bieber bubblegum stuff that she's about to spit over? And she actually sang over it. I got a lot of that on this tape. A lot of Chanel kind of going back and forth between the rapping and singing. You know, she can rap. She can hold her own. It's not anything crazy impressive, but it's like, yeah, that's cool. But she does, you know, the go back and forth between that and then some auto-tune singing, and what, you know, especially the very first track on here, Looking Forward, I believe it's called. That just sounds like a straight up pop or R&B track. That is, it reminds me of another pop singer who I can't place because I don't know modern music well enough, but it really does remind me of something else that's really popular within the past year, and I don't know, but it's really not rap. That first opener, and then the like I said, the By Tonight track, where she's, you know, talking more so about, you know, you can go and do whatever you want, see whoever you want, but as long as I have you by tonight. And Chanel is, you know, Chanel's not a prude by any means, but I think this song is kind of showing that she still has those really good girl, you know, and, you know, whatever girl wants, those kind of tendencies somewhere deep down in that heart that's might have been kind of desensitized to love and modesty, you know, especially being in the public eye all the time. The other singing came in on the She Love It, where she does kind of an Interpol / homage to the Shy song If I Ever Fall in Love Again, and talking about how whatever the object of affection of whoever it is in this song, how he noticed her brown eyes in the 6. Did you have a thing with Drake? Because if so, that would be some juicy information to know. The features on this thing, for the most part, we have a singer, Liam Horn, featured on Let the Money Fall, the 4th track on here, which that just and then a person named Lano on track number 5, She Love It, taking care of the hook and a verse on the second half as well. That can go. The Be Real feature was okay, but I want to talk about this freaking YG feature, man. YG pulled a D's nuts right smack dab in the middle of the verse, and I was not expecting it, and it made me laugh really hard. Like, it was like a mediocre verse, and then he pulled that, and I was dying up. But I was sitting there, I was like, really? The main issue here is just with lyrical content. You know, Chanel, you know, as much as I hate to say it, the reason I don't listen to a lot of female rappers that are modern is because I kind of know what to expect going into it. I'm a woman and I can do these things too mentality. Like, I can outdrink a man. I can outspend a man. You know, I'm gonna, you know, I like to have a guy, you know, who can throw money on me, at the same time let me do my own thing, you know, and all that stuff. And that's why a lot of female MCs nowadays just really blend together for me. So, I mean, I got a little bit of that here, but I also got just a ton of materialistic lyrics, just talking about stuff. You know, nothing more than, you know, what kind of cars, what kind of drinks, you know, different locations you're flying to, things that you do, and I could be way off base. This is what I truly feel listening to, you know, not only this project, but having heard Chanel's work in the past, and kind of seeing, you know, where her stardom came from. I feel like if Chanel wasn't in the entertainment industry and she wasn't, you know, already popular, you know, with a lot of people, rap is not something that she would be pursuing. I have no doubt she enjoys rap. I know that she loves performing, you know, because I see her on Twitter and Instagram, you know, really loving the crowds and having fun. But I don't feel like she is really passionate about it. I don't feel like rap is something that just really drives her and keeps her awake at night. I think if she weren't famous, if she were just some girl, you know, like working at a Taco Bell in a small town, I don't think that she would, you know, she wouldn't be trying to find a way to get in the studio and, you know, who's a producer that I can link up with, and, you know, I'll spend my money on studio time and beats and microphones, whatever I need to do. I want to get my music out there. I want to pursue this. I don't think she would be doing that in any other situation. I think it's just kind of like, oh, well, I'm around these people, they have connections. I've always kind of liked the idea of maybe trying hip-hop, so yeah, why not? You know, I just don't sense the tenacity, that tenacious hunger and drive. I don't get it from her. Although at least I did get one introspective song out of this, which was Waves, the closing track. You know, it wasn't incredibly, you know, deep and just, you know, as moody as some other self-evaluation tracks and story tracks are, but you get to learn a little bit more about who Chanel is, what she's been through recently. I didn't know about the whole Young Money thing. I had no idea about that. That was interesting to learn. But, you know, Chanel, I would pick over a lot of modern female MCs. You know, would take her over Nicki, would take her over Little Debbie and any other white girl mob if they're even still around, and I would definitely take her over, I think I already said Nicki and Iggy, but if I didn't, let me say it again, Nicki and Iggy. I think if Chanel did just a singing album, it might be a little more enjoyable. I'm not saying this project is terrible by any means, it's fun, but I think it doesn't really go past being strip club music or being club music, in all honesty. So overall on this mixtape, you know, a D+ is what it walks away with. Anything else you guys want me to review, you know the usual thing, let me know, and I will do my best to get to it. You know, Chanel,